What's up, kids? I'm ElectricJazzcat, aka EJ, and today we're picking episode 25, aka the finale of our Pokemon Black 2 Randomized Nuzlocke. I can't believe no one told me this, and I figured it out on my own. In some episodes, I've been saying Blaze Black 2. That's the Drayano ROM hack. That's not this game. We're playing Pokemon Black 2 Randomized Nuzlocke. But because we did the Drayano thing with the co-op and saying Blaze Black, that was the game I played back then. That's how it got stuck in my head. Anyway, regardless, as I said I would, I went ahead and I grinded up the team. I looked up the levels not because, like, it's not like I'm really getting spoiled because the Pokemon are randomized. So, Pokemon are going to be different regardless. But I said I was going to grind to 65, and I was like, is that too high? And sure enough, there's different scenarios of what they could be. The set of levels that we're going into, they're going to be like around 56 to 60. So I'm glad I didn't go to 65, and I'm glad I looked it up. Because it's then, if you do challenge mode, they are a higher level. And also, if you get the national dex, which is after you fight them for the first time, then they are higher level, stronger, like 60 to 65. And challenge mode's like they're up in the 70s. So glad I didn't do that because I do want somewhat of a challenge. Couldn't do anything about Amy. She was already at 60. And then Carps were already at 56, 58. I'm like, okay, that's perfect. So I only had to grind up Mid, George, and Wednesday. And kind of try to just make them like in and around in between so I'm like the same levels as the Elite Four. If you want to see the moves and the items, I gave George a Shell Bell for a double edge because it is stab. He is a normal grass type. So when he's getting the recoil damage, he should get a little bit of health back. Leech Seed's always good. I gave him Fake Out because that's, once again, it's stab and get some flinch game. And yeah, he's more of an attacker than a special attacker, but he didn't really learn any other grass. He's supposed to learn like Horn Leech, but I might have missed it or something. I don't know. We got George. I gave him the Twisted Spoon to hold to boost the Psychic type moves. Had a really Goo Goo Gaga Bomba Clock moveset. Thank goodness he learned excess. That word. So we have a hitting Psychic type move. Of course, we still got Blob, same thing. Carps, the only difference was I got rid of Rain Dance and taught him Fly, because it will be stabbed, because he is a water flying type. And our Flyer, we lost him before. We got Wednesday, who, actually, I'm just noticing this now. Do you see that in the middle? Right here. I think this is his actual eye, and these eyes are fake, I think. Am I just noticing that? 25 years into Pokemon or so? Anyway, he's got Discharge, Mirror Shot, Flash Cannon, and then I got rid of Spark, and I gave him Cotton Guard in case we want to make his defense even higher. I thought about giving him the Rocky Helmet, but I just went ahead and gave him the Zap Plate just to go for damage because, yeah. And of course, I have Doodoo Dada Boom Boom Go Go for TMs, and none of them are like special moves, and Amy's got the same stinking bad moveset because, as I've mentioned before, when my brother was making a Chandelure, he realized when you evolved it, it cannot get any of the moves it knows previously as a Lampet. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, we're finally here. Finally in the finale of this series. We can be done with Gen 5. Let's take on the Elite Four. The Pokemon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there is no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or have defeated yourself. Do you want to go in? Well, yeah. Then proceed. Let's go. So it doesn't really matter, they're all randomized. I'm just gonna go left to right. Simple as that. I bet you if this was in person and not in a game, I'd be terrified. Especially this part here. Your screams and it all goes dark. I'd be like, go Charmander, shed some light.
There is one man who wanders the world with a black dragon Pokemon to pursue ideals. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I want to write down the event that happened on that day. Sorry, it has nothing to do with you. You're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokemon user, Chantal, and I shall be your opponent.
Rollington? Okay.
Okay, write this down, write this down. Oh, we have a challenger, let's go.
Okay, not the best lead for us. If we just go into Amy, I think we're fine. Or go to Wednesday, actually. Let's go Wednesday. What is your opinion on Pokemon, the Civiclith? If I'm even saying it right. I didn't like it at first, and then when I fought N and Pokemon Black and White, I was like, I need to get one of my own. This thing is strong. It's really good. And then because of that, I ended up liking it. Not the design you would think of be like, oh wow, kind of a Pokemon, but I like it. I think, I'm trying to remember if someone doesn't like it. I think Soda maybe said he doesn't like it? I don't know, but let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Okay, Psychic, how much is that doing? Yeah, nothing. We are resisted. This should one-shot with the Zap. It didn't one-shot. Okay.
First impressions are everything.
Well, it did go for a Cosmic Power, so you're gonna heal. I'm gonna hit you again. It did a little bit more that time. You got a crit on me, but I'm still alive being me. Okay, Metagross. What is up, guys? Psychic Steel. We shouldn't have anything scary for Amy. I'll go Amy. So then we can hit him with a Ghost type move. Go for Hex. Or we could actually go for Flame Burst. That'd be super effective too. Might do a little bit more. Yeah. Did a lot more. Not a little, but a lot. What am I doing, man? I made a little note card thing here to talk about stuff, man. Gramble. Nobody's got any fighting type moves. Well, it might get Crunch. Yeah, go Carps. Anyway, I was taking the trash out the other day, and the way it works, outside my apartment, we have like this huge trash can. It's like a big box, right? And it has like sliding doors if you want to like open or close it to put the trash in. Wow, double intimidate. And so both the doors are open. There's one on the sliding door on this side, and then literally if you were like to go in, you could like throw something through on the other side. There's another sliding door on that side, but then these two sides are closed, right? So these doors open and close, and there's no doors on these sides. So this side, both of them were open. So I go outside to take the trash out, and as I'm approaching it, this was at nighttime, I see this big fat raccoon. He's sitting like on the little, like, you can't really sit on it. It's like probably like the, the length of my arm. Like a human wouldn't be able to, but for an animal they could, right? And so this fat little raccoon guy is just sitting there. And so he sees me coming with the trash. So then I stop, right? And we're about like maybe 7 steps away from each other. And I go, oh, hey, little guy. I mean, first I didn't say anything because, rabies, wild animals, stuff like that. You should keep your distance. But he's so adorable because I was thinking, is he gonna like hiss at me? Because I've seen some other animals do that, like freaking geese do that, But no, so he sees me and he's like, and I can tell, oh, the poor little guy's scared. I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just here to take my trash. I'm like, you want my trash? You can have my trash. So he's scared. So I'm gonna use this box and this layout as reference to the trash can, right? So he sees me coming, and so he's like, and I stop moving. And so he first goes like this. He goes, he's trying to grab on it. You can hear his little claws like making like this sound effect, like a, I don't know if that's picking it up, but like little scratchy nails, right? And so he's trying to climb up the trash can, and he's going, and then he's sliding back down slowly because he can't do it. So he slides back down, and then he looks back at me again and goes, and then he tries the other side, starts to go up, and then slides back down. And I'm like, you poor little guy, just get out of the thing and run off. I'm not, and I'm just staying still. And so he slides back down, he looks at me again, and then does both sides, again, another rotation, right? Then he finally realizes, he goes, okay, I'm gonna, instead of just going this way and going down, he goes this way, right? So he kind of hops down and there's a bunch of trash, so he's walking on the trash, going this way, right? And so as he goes this way, like I said, there's the two sliding door things and they're both open, right? So he goes this way, and then I can't really see him, and then out of nowhere, all of a sudden I just see this. His little head pops out for a quick second as he's like on the other side, so then he jumps down on that side, and then he runs around and, you know, goes into like the neighbor's parking lot and keeps running. But I'm just like, oh, this is so cute. Like, the temptation of me wanting to go up to him, just be like, it's okay, little guy. But I could tell he was, you know, he's terrified and he shouldn't do that. But it was so stinking adorable. This cute, fat little raccoon, and he was scared of me, and he's trying so hard, and he would just slide down. And I would have recorded it. Dude, I want to record it so bad. But of course, it's the one time I didn't bring my phone out with me because it was on like 20%. And I'm like, I'm just gonna let my phone charge. Why do I need to bring it outside to take out trash? You know, I'm gonna go right out and I'll be right back in. It takes like 20 seconds. Oh, I wish I had my phone to capture that. It was so funny. Poor little guy, you know, but he was okay. He went along and I was like, there you go. And even as sometimes when he was falling down, I was going, it's okay. And he'd look at me, he's like, oh man, so funny.
My Pokemon and the challenger's Pokemon, everyone battled even though they were hurt. Thank you.
That's it? That's all she's got to say? Alright, well, let's heal up the Pokemon. We gotta stay on track here. Fresh water, so let me do this and this. Yeah. Every little bit matters. I remember that in, I was doing a Battle Royale game with one of my friends, and he's like, you should heal. And I'm like, dude, it's only like 20 HP. And he goes, it matters. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I guess, fine. And yeah, it does matter. Sometimes you're surviving by the fake focus ash. You only got 1 HP, you know? But let's go ahead and leave with Carps. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have fun with Gyarados. What will be determined here is which of us can absorb the opponent's light and shine. But who will decide that? It shall be I, Grimsley of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent. Okay, Grimsley, what you got? Armadillo? Love this Pokemon. I always called it Jabola. It was just a name I made up, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call you Jabola from now on. I would love to stay in, but he can get Rock Slide, so I'm gonna go to mid instead. Ancient Power, he also gets that too. Why do we only have 5 Fake Outs? I didn't use it 5. It's because I taught it? Really? Whatever. Yeah, let's go for Energy Ball. Did nothing. That was a crit. It's just a crit. We can handle this. Mid's got this, dude. It's not like he didn't get the Omni Boost or something. That was your cue game to get the Omni Boost. Let's just go ahead and heal again. Wow, imagine going for Ancient Power all 5 times and not getting the Omni Boost. Crazy. Rock Blast. Oh! It's gonna heal, so I'm gonna go for Energy Ball. And then... yeah, I should heal. Dude, mid is being mid. What's going on? Let's go to Wednesday. He can't do anything to me. Fury Cutter. You should have started with that. Honestly, dude, you should have started with that. And I should have started with Wednesday. Plasmatoad. We're gonna swap. We're gonna give mid another chance. This is quite effective, mid. Come on! And you couldn't one-shot. I mean, you are a physical attacker. Drain Punch! Super effective. Okay. Let's go to Carps. Intimidate. Now you Drain Punch it. Gonna do that much. Now, let's actually fly. We have a sharp beak, so our flying type moves are gonna do even more, even though it's already stab. Goodbye. Lanoon! Hello, Lanoon. Ow. Jerk, that hurt. You're resting. You fool! Dragon Dance. Waterfall. Can I jump bluff? Easy. You got like 2 of Doggle's favorite Pokemon. Good night! Okay, so I told my raccoon story. Where's my little pencil? So then we can cross that off. So I got another story. Whether or not you get to fight at full strength, whether or not luck smiles on you, none of that matters. Only results matter, and a loss is a loss. See, victory shines like a bright light, and right now you and your Pokemon are shining brightly. So my other story is about My Hero Ultra Rumble. There were some on and off moments too with ZVG. Like there were some annoying parts where like Karate and I were feeling like he was all, that's my kill, mine, mine, mine. What's mine is mine, and what yours is mine. It was very irritating, so we like took a break, and now he's like come back to being a bit of a team player, which is good. But basically, for this past week, and what's left of it, because today is a Thursday, day of an upload, episode 23 goes up today, in about 5 minutes from now. During this week, Karate has to work in the office. He has to go to the office at least once a month, but for the most part, he gets to work at home. And so because of that, and because he's in Germany, with time zones and with his work and stuff, we haven't been able to play with him. So, hold that thought.
It's me who appeared when the flower opened up. You standing over there. You look like a Pokemon trainer with strength and kindness. What I look for in my opponent is superb strength. I'm counting on you.
So what happened was, there's this guy, right? All these people are like from the Legends community because we all play Dragon Ball Legends, and now a lot of us are playing My Hero. There's this guy named Roku, aka Roku Sensei. I used to watch him for a bit, and I stopped watching him because I just kind of felt like didn't really gel with him. Nothing against the guy, just not for me, right? And I try to watch as many people as I can as it is, and I still have a life of my own that I, try to do and what have you. Frostlass. I'll stay in. What can it might have Thunderbolt. Go Wednesday. I don't think it has a fire type move. I'm sure it can get one, but I don't think it's gonna have one. So what happened was, we had Eraserhead come out, and he is so terrible in the game. Like, he is worse than Compress, and we thought Compress was bad. They literally made, not only is Eraserhead bad, but he is also glitched. Has some bugs, so his moves don't even work. Like, he has this one attack where he goes like this on the ground, and his little, like, fabric things go everywhere. But the radius of what that is like 2 inches. And at level 1, because you can level up your quirks, level 1 it does 14 damage. Level 9 it does 18 damage. What? Why would you even bother leveling up that quirk if it's only going to go 4 damage throughout 9 levels? Makes no sense. And I understand when it hits, it can hit multiple times, so it's like 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. So then it's 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. But still, he's bad. And it's not just me, okay? Everybody agrees. There's even this guy who's a sweat player where he's like ranking up, he goes like from rookie rank to ace rank with just specific characters in that rank alone. So he's done that with All Might, he's done that with Deku, he's done it with Bakugo, right? All these characters. Eraserhead comes out and he is raging, he is upset because you cannot do anything with this character. You die right away, you do no damage. They have these special moves, and so his is, he goes like this, he pulls down his thing and he looks at you and his eyes go red. So when people with quirks, they can't use their quirk. And it's supposed to be if you hold it and then let go, and then you could hold it again, it would pop off again. But there's a bug where it doesn't let you do that. If you let go, you have to wait till it's at 100%, whereas other characters, that's not the case. So I think that's a bug, right? in the morning stream, so because he came out, we got all excited. We were like, you know, oh, Eraser heads out. Ooh, new content, right? In the morning, before I had class, because I actually went to bed sooner, and I'm so glad I did, because I think as much as I like being a night owl, having to get up for classes and get up throughout the day, it's better for me to go like 2 hours sooner than I have been to bed. I'm playing with ZVG in the morning stream. It was me, ZVG, and Karate for a bit because it was so early, it worked out for his time zone. I went to class and I came back and then he was playing with someone else and I said, hey, do you need a third player? We're playing with this guy named Hollow. And we've noticed that Hollow and Roku play the same. They're just not team players. I don't know how else to explain it. You have to kind of be there to know exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, long story short, they're not team players. And Roku's in the chat, and he's all like, hey, is anyone gonna give up a spot so I can join? And then I sent in the chat, and I was like, you can take my spot after this game. And he goes, who are you? Okay, so this is how I know you're fake, and you don't pay attention. Because my name in Discord and my name in the game is EJ, but my name in the chat is ElectricJazzcat. I'm the ElectricJazzcat, aka EJ. And then he goes, oh, are you EJ? Yes, I'm EJ. Put it together. It's the E and the J are capital and everything else is lowercase. How do you not get that? Who else would say take my spot? What? Hopefully this doesn't have sturdy and Hiddos with counter or rock slide. Okay, cool. So ZVG sees me type that and he goes, where are you going, EJ? And I'm like, well, Roku wants to play. And so if he wants to play, you know, I'll let him take my spot. And he goes, nah, I want you, EJ. And I was like, oh, you do? You want me? And he goes, yeah, man. He's like, you can actually play the game. If someone's gonna go, Hollow can go. But I don't want you to go and be stuck with both Hollow and Roku. And I was like, damn, okay. Because you can also look at players' stats and you can see how high we are, how many wins you've gotten, what's your average damage and stuff. ZVG are about the same. But if anything, I'm technically better because ZVG's played more hours than me, but our average is the same. Therefore, if I play as much as him, mine would be better. That's my math on it, right?
You haven't faced all the members of the 4 yet, have you? Don't concern yourself about me. Go on ahead.
All right, I'll be back for you, Bae. We'll get a bed, too. What? So, Roku has the nerve to say in the morning stream, Hollow is complaining about something because he wants to take on fights by himself and then he dips and then brings the fights to me and ZVG and doesn't want to fight together. And it's like, bro, you cannot do that in my hero. Unless you are like super duper 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 cracked, like top 300 players and you're not a hacker, then you can do that. And I'm gonna get to that later. Otherwise, you cannot do that in this game. It is very hard to do that in My Hero Ultra Rumble, okay? Roku says in the chat, nah, EJ, you gotta be a team player, you gotta stick together. And I see that in the chat, and I'm like, what did I say? I literally said nothing at all. I said nothing. It was all ZVG and Hollow talking. And I'm like, what did I do? And I'm like, this is coming from Bush Boy, because we call him Bush Boy because I saw him play with ZVG before and he just hide in the bush and leave ZVG to die. And I understand, if you're on low on health, yeah, you need to heal. But you gotta keep in mind, if everybody's low on health, most likely the opponents are low on health. And if you leave, that's less on your team and more for the opponents to then focus on, and they're gonna pick you apart one by one. So you need to all work together. You might go down, your teammate might go down, but you're helping to keep the pressure on the other team. And it's like Hollow and Roku don't understand that. Greetings, Challenger. My name is Marshall. I'm no number 1 pupil of my mentor elder. I'm going to keep training the Martin of Method. I'm going to keep fighting with the Pokemon. Yeah, no one cares about Gen 5. So, I was like, dude, get your people right before you accuse who you're talking to. And then he did say, oh, my bad. I don't know who's talking. Yeah, well then don't say that. Just say in the first place, guys, it's not a solo this, it's a team game. But that's a lot coming from somebody who still doesn't know how to play. So then ZVG asked me later, he says, hey, you gonna be on later tonight? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll be on. And then I say, who's the third player joining us? And he goes, it's Roku. And I was like, great. I already know how this is gonna go. And it went terrible. Not only was I irritated, ZVG was irritated. There was even a point where ZVG put where we're going on the map, then ZVG's looking at his phone, checking whatever and something, and Roku is going to the mountains. I'm not saying anything. I'm already pissed. I've had it. And then it locks it in, it shows where everybody's landing and stuff. And ZVG goes, did anyone land here? And I'm like, yeah, there's one team here. And he goes, where's Roku? I said, he's in the mountains. And he goes, why? And I'm like, because that's where he wanted to go. And he's like, yeah, man, come on, guys, why don't you come here? And then I'm giving you the PG version, but ZVG was talking like a sailor, and that's still putting it the nice way. Saying the N-word and all that stuff, you know? That's why in that one YouTube short, there's like one part where he's like, they're on your ass, and I hear like like a little horn because I bleeped out him saying that. And he's all like, he's like, why don't you guys come to the mountain? And it's like, dude, not everyone in the game has mobility. I'm Dabi. I'm a Dabi main. That's my favorite. And ZVG was playing Shigaraki. They do not have stuff like Bakugo or Deku where they can Spider-Man or Iron Man and fly around the map. And the mountains is the worst spot for those characters to go because all you can do is fall up the mountain. People can still shoot us. We're vulnerable. We have nowhere to hide. There's no buildings to go in between. It doesn't make sense. We've tried this a bunch of times. Even if the chest is there, it's not worth it. Because by the way, ZVG and I like going for the chest. If there's people there, we fight and we try to get the chest to get the loot. Because also, if you want to get up in higher ranks, you need to get points for damage and kills, all of that stuff. And so this is from the same guy who said in the morning, oh, it's a team game, you gotta stick together, and now he's going opposite side of the map to go to the mountains because he wants to go there. And I don't even think the chest was there that game. He just wanted to go to the mountains because he was Ida, and Ida he's a speed character. He can kick around and run around a whole lot faster. Right? And I don't want to make things tension, especially live on stream and stuff, because EVG was streaming, but I'm just so had it. I was like, if we do one more game of him with his BS and all the stuff that he's doing, like, he kept leaving the fights, and I'm like, dude, I got this character down, I got this character down, there's one character left, I'm by myself fighting 3 people, and I said, and ZVG's already down, I'm like, where is Roku? Where is Roku? I need you. You're nowhere near me. I'm gonna go down. He's so weak. I go down, and then the guy revives his teammate, and then they thirst me. And I go, I swear, if Roku's just on some building healing. And sure enough, when I die and it puts me to his perspective, that's what he was doing. And I was so mad. We could have won that. But no. Oh, I'm on low HP. I need to heal myself. My guy, if you did just one shot out of the 20 that I did to the opponent, we would have been fine. But no, he's like, let me cook, man, chill, let me play. And I'm like, no, don't even revive me. And ZVG saying like, yeah, don't even revive me, just give up. Like, what's the point? Because the more time that goes on, the less there's gonna be to get kills, to get experience, and I'm gonna D-rank, and all that stuff. I'm passionate about this game. It's bad enough there's hackers in the game that just, the hacks keep getting more ridiculous. There was a Shigaraki the other day where they're invisible now, and he's like flying through the whole map. He finished a game in 30 seconds and just insta-killed everyone. Boom, there go 800 points. I just lost because of a hacker. So stupid. So, had there been one more game with Roku, I was ready to alt-tab 4 and just get out. I was done. But because ZVG was on my side, because we were both right, he was like, all right, I'll play one more game. And I'm like, fine, he'll play one more game. We're still gonna lose. And guess what happened? He was the first one to go down. And ZVG goes, how are you down, Roku? What happened? And he doesn't even say anything. And then he goes, after the game was over, he goes, all right, I'll catch y'all later. And then ZVG goes, all right, peace out, man. And I'm like, see ya. And he leaves. Instant he left the call, ZVG was like, damn, that beep was driving me insane. Because he was not, and even people in the chat were saying it. We were like a 2 versus Roku versus everyone else. It's like it was so annoying. So then we're just playing with, a random for our third teammate. We had a good third random and we won the game. And we're like, wow, breather, what a difference. Then as we were getting ready for a second game, someone comes in the chat and they're like, you guys in your third player? And then ZVG was like, yes, you on PC? And they said, yes. And he goes, yes, exclamation point, join Discord, hop on. This guy, his name is Shadow. This guy is ranked like 300 best in the game. And just to give you a reference where ZVG and are, ZVG is like 11k best, and I'm like 14k best. This guy's top 300. As soon as he joined, we won every single game. Did he carry a bit? Maybe. But it was, we went from lose with Roku, and I was about to D-rank, to then win, and we would have kept going. But then we ran into Shigaragi hacker player, and because his hack was so quick and so insta-kill, like so fast, we tried to join a different lobby, and he would like get in at the end every time. So we quickly, if you back out in like the loading up lobby before the actual like pick where you're gonna spawn on the map, then you don't lose points. But I'm like, yeah, if this happens, you know, a third time in a row, we might just have to call it, and that's what we had to do. So I really hope the My Hero, you know, Ultra Rimmel devs can find a way to fix it so these hackers can not hack, you know, because they have the thing, you can report them, but they haven't even at least address it, you know, because they address that they're working on cross-platform, but they've yet to say anything for hackers. So every time they make a tweet, I'm gonna talk about the hackers, and I'm gonna also talk about the kills of getting points, because now there's a thing where people, you know, you get knocked down, and then you don't get the kill points unless you've like actually like killed them, right? And they get the little revive card. But if they get knocked down, people just rage quit right away, so then you don't get the experience. And it's like, why? That's so annoying. So, all right, yeah, let's leave with Carps. Let's fight this loser and let's do this.
Welcome, challenger. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, me too.
Know what? I really look forward to having serious battles with strong trainers. I mean, come on. The trainers who make it here are trainers who desire victory with every fiber of their being. And they are battling alongside Pokemon that have been through countless difficult battles. If I battle with people like that, not only will I get stronger, my Pokemon will too. And we'll get to know each other even better. Okay, brace yourself. I'm Iris, the Pokemon League champion. I'm going to defeat you.
Alright, so I can cross that story off my list too. And yeah, and like he was claiming too in the morning stream, Roku was like, he's like, oh, you guys play bad, I play good. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't even, no. So if ZVG ever says, hey, you want to play again, I'm going to be like, who's the third player? Because if it's Hollow or Roku, no beef, nothing like that. But if they're playing, no thanks. I'm not playing with them. I'll play with Karate, I'll play with Kelbert, I'll play with, Shadow, for sure, Shadow. But I'm not going to play with Roku or Hollow who just want to play for themselves and could care less. You know, it's like, oh yeah, here, I got your revive card, I can bring you back. No, why are you going to bring me back just for you to just focus on yourself again? You know? Homie Special, he uninstalled the game, and then he was like, oh, EJ, how come you die right away with me and Ray, but you're fine with ZVG? And that's like, I don't know, and something happened with Ray too. I felt like he was just kind of like standing still a lot, and then going, then standing, then going, and I'm like, what happened to Ray? I thought Ray was better than this. But like, Special gets our cards, and then he's just like running around a circle, and I'm like, fight them! And he's like, I don't want to die, and I'm like, well then why are you playing the game if you're just gonna hide and wait for somebody to then fight a 1v1? Like, third party, go fight someone. Like, don't be a rat and just hide there. And if that's the way you want to play, fine, but don't play with me then, because I want to fight. I enjoy playing the game with the action. I don't want to just gather loot, sit in the bush, wait till the end. Oh, hey, we won. There's no fun in that for me. I don't see the fun in that. Sorry. Luxray. All right. But enough about that. Back to this game. Let's finish this game and go about a day. Oh, one thing I'm not looking forward to with this thing's holding the life orb. Wow. I have an assignment that I'm probably gonna need to do the homework for on this after this recording. But basically, we're doing a group presentation. I hate that the teacher picks who the groups, and like we can't pick it ourselves. I know you get Levitate, and yet I still went for a ground type move. We're gonna swap because he lowered my defense. Let's go Wednesday. But I'm okay with my group. I feel bad for my brother because I feel like he got screwed over because he's with like a guy who's like full of himself, and then the other two guys are not very good with English. So it's just kind of like an awkward group. Why not put all the foreign students together so then they can all just speak fluently, you know? Why mix and match? But whatever. So I also found it interesting that like my group, my 3 people, they don't know how to use a PowerPoint. They're like, you know, yeah, I don't know how to use PowerPoint, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. And I'm like, you don't know how to use... Huh? We're master students. Like, I know I didn't know how to use a PowerPoint. Really? No, frick you, I'm healing that up again. I didn't really use PowerPoint, because I didn't have a need for it, you know, as a homeschooler. In case you didn't know, I was homeschooled and I went to public school for music classes. But I figured it out for my last year classes and it was fine. This guy is really annoying me, dude. So, I'm gonna do research on this material. We're gonna meet tomorrow and we're gonna, you know, exchange notes and stuff of what we found. I basically constructed all of this how we're gonna do it, because they were like, well, it's supposed to be 4 of us are giving the presentation at the same time. How are we gonna do this? There's only like, you know, 2-3 questions and there's 4 of us. And I'm like, well, if you want to have a flow together, you can be like, you know, I, EJ, found that, you know, the musician for this something was the something something something. And then AJ, who's actually a real name, can pick up and say, and by finding this, we found that its most, you know, successful went... Can you stop paralyzing me? Oh my gosh, you're not even going for Thunderwave, it's just connecting. So stupid. Picks up my sentence, you finish each other's sentences. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. And I'm just like, yeah, thank you. It's just what seems to make sense. So for once, I'm not the stupid guy. Why are we doing like no damage? He's literally only 1 level stronger. Makes no sense to me. Bounce? Yeah, no. I'm out. Let's go Carps. So, if I get paralyzed one more time. Go ahead, confuse me. I do not care. I'm gonna full restore Wednesday now. And I'm gonna full restore again. And I know you're gonna heal, so I'm gonna go for a Dragon Dance. You didn't heal. Crazy. Oh, Perish Song. That's fine. Because your Pokemon aren't gonna live long enough to see the end of this. Focus Sash. Are you serious? You actually had a Focus Sash. Yeah, get out of here. I hate... I'm so glad to be done with this generation. Oh my gosh.
I'm upset I couldn't win, but you know what? More than that, I'm happy. I mean, come on, by having a serious battle, you and your Pokemon. I mean... I don't know. I was making sure my microphone was recording. Kind of late in the game to do that, and I did all that talking. I mean, me and my Pokemon, we also got to know one another better than before. Yep, we sure did. Okay, let's go.
Don't get so close to me.
Okay, go ahead, hurry.
Shut up. You know what? I am gonna hurry. Get away from me. She's chasing me right now. Not interested, girl.
So, this room is the Hall of Fame. Your name and your Pokemon's names will be recorded here. So these important things will never be forgotten. That you're an excellent and kind trainer. That you are considerate toward your Pokemon and give them your whole heart. And that your wonderful Pokemon believe in their trainer with all their hearts, and together you have a strength that knows no bounds. Hey, come on! Oh, excuse me, EJ. To the trainer standing before me and to the Pokemon at your side, your beautiful bond has grown strong through battle. In order to make this bond an eternal treasure, your name shall be recorded here.
I don't think we ever used our Yuxi at all. Maybe once? Not sure. Hey, Carps! Yeah. George. I don't think we use George. My boy Blob, dude! This thing sucks. Maybe if it was Eevee trained? I don't know. Wednesday? took hits, that's all you need to do. And Amy could use a better moveset, but we still got through it. And that's me. I'm AJ. Who are you? Oh my gosh. Challenge mode unlocked. I don't know why they got rid of this feature. They should have kept this in all Pokemon games. Make it so the experience share can be turned off. You know? But whatever. Are we all kissing? What's going on? Mwah. Mwah. Ugh. Must be France. No, but it's New York. It's based off America. Anyway. And so with that, we have made it yet again to the end of another Let's Play. Dude, it feels forever since I've done this, because with the whole little timeline thing, like, well, the last dramatic one was the Blazing Emerald, which was an interesting game to do, because it was literally like Emerald, with just slight differences and a bunch of Gen 4 music. And we thought we were done, we ended up in the future, and went to New Gold, had a stupid battle against like a level 50 Mewtwo that just one-shot everyone, was so unlucky. Went back in time to the present, but also changed the timeline because we picked up at a different moment in time that was different from before. So some things are the same and some things are different. Like, for example, picking up a W on this Nuzlocke and changed up the thumbnails too. But yeah, you know, the journey's been fun. I've had multiple moments where I've said if I wanted to quit, and sadly, I don't care. I'm gonna say this because it affects me, and I know Danny doesn't watch this. Danny got on the call with me, Soda, the other day, on my birthday, all days of days to drop the sad news to me. He changed his mind again. He's gonna retire again, which is very sad. Because, you know, having YouTube friends, you guys have been like my closest, best IRL friends. Even with as close as I am with friends in real life, you guys are like, the bond is so much stronger with you guys than it is with IRL friends, you know? And it hurt a lot, you know? I told them in VC, I was like, all right, well, I gotta use the restroom and then I'm gonna go and, you know, hang out with some friends on VC from undergrad. But what actually happened is I just left and I cried because I was sad. You know, I don't want to hear that Danny's retiring. And I get it. He's got, you know, a lot of stuff going on. He's also enjoying golfing now, and I don't know if I was supposed to say that part, so I'm going to bleep that out. But, yeah, it's just, he said he'd still be down to do co-op, which sucks because the co-op was just starting to come back. And if we did do those, it's going to have to be bulk recorded. And so it just goes, oh, okay, man. And I'm like, Soda, what the heck? How come when I say I'm going to retire, he goes, no, you're not. No, you're not. But then when Danny says it, he goes, yeah, okay. And I'm just like, what? Where's the no, you're not to Danny as opposed to me? You know? And so as part of me would like to retire, I think it's just because like I feel like everyone's going, why should I keep going? You know? But at the same time, I think this is good for me to have this, and I'm glad there's still people who come to watch my videos, and you know, I love reading the comments and stuff like that. So, yeah, in theory, the next project would be Pokemon Y Randomized Nuzlocke, but because I feel like ROM hack / fan-made games do better, we're gonna go with the ROM hack after this. One that's not too popular, so it should be a treat to watch. We might come back to our main series of randomized Nuzlockes because I did say in my very first YouTube video, if you see it, the one where I look like a creepy stalker and I'm like this, or something like that. I said I wanted to do as many main generation Pokemon games as I could randomized. You know, I did Yellow, I did Crystal, I did Emerald, I did Pearl, I did White, I did Black 2. So that leaves Y, Sun, Ultra Sun, and then the only way you can do Switch games is if you have a hacked Switch or a hacked Switch. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to do it on the computer, but like I'd have to figure that out. And the sad thing with Pokemon games is they're getting worse. You know, like I don't even know if I'm gonna buy the next Pokemon game. I will buy the next one if it's like a Legends Arceus style game. But main series games, they've been kind of falling off. So, also keeping in mind, I don't know where life's going after school too. You know, how much, if I'm going to be like Danny and get super busy. But if anything, I think it'll be fun to still do some ROM hacks and stuff like that. So, I will see you in the next project. Don't know what it is. But thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Like, beyond words can describe. But until then, I'm going to get out of here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. You know, I said bye, guys, because it was the perfect moment when it was silent. And this stupid game has to play music again! I always fade out on the end. No, hold on. Cut. Bye, guys.